What, in the person who's showing up late?
Well, just in the in a mechanism. What is the squeak?
The squeak is an attention grabber. It grabs your
Good way of looking at it.
It grabs your attention to a situation that's conducting itself that needs to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
Because without that squeak, there's silence, right? Everything's running smoothly.
Right.
That smooth running mechanism that you don't hear anything, you don't see anything. Therefore, you're under the impression that there is no issue.
Mm-hmm.
That squeaky wheel lets you know that there's an issue. It's subliminal. Well, not subliminal because it's squeaking.
Right.
But it's allowing you to grab your attention to and address an issue or a function that's going to become an issue.
So the squeak is something out of order.
Yeah, it's a precursor to something that could
damage
to break. Yeah, it's a precursor
Yep.
to something that's going to break.
Mm-hmm.
So giving you time to adjust
Right.
and correct.
So it's like a warning.
Yes, like that warning light on your instrument cluster in your vehicle.
Right.
Get that check engine light on.
Well, you being a driver, I know that you've been driving down the road and all of a sudden you hear a noise.
What's that?
It's like, what
is that?
Not right.
And then you hear it go away and you're like, okay, that was probably a pebble, a rock, and caught in the tread of my tire, and now it's kicked out. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you hear something else and you're like, oh, what is that?
What is that?
What is that? And then it go away. It's like, okay, then you try and assess through your experience in doing that, you can assess with pretty good high degree of probability of being correct what the situation is. As you're diagnosing something.
Okay. So with this in mind, let's kind of like take this out of the squeaky wheel and take the whole concept or the idea of that and put it into our spiritual lives or our life in Christ.
Okay.
So I still contend that we have tons of squeaks.
I have squeaks all the time. And yeah, like you said, we're talking about earlier about just tugs and pulls, trying to pull me away, distract me from keep me unfocused spiritually.
Right.
We're talking about spiritually. And I used to be wrapped up in stuff that would keep me disconnected.
You'd hear the squeak and just go, wow, man, that's squeaking. I can't stand that squeaking. But you didn't know what was.
Sometimes you learn to live with it.
Yeah, you just kind of
you learn to put up with it because you got other priorities in life.
Until the wheel falls.
Yeah, and then the wheel, exactly. Very good, yeah. The wheel will fall off, and then I'm stuck on the side of the road, side of the road of life.
Well, I wish I'd have paid heed to that.
Exactly. Yeah, and now
that grinding sound.
Yeah, so now you're on the side of the road of life trying to repair and fix what was being distraction from you spiritually.
Oh.
And so now you got to repair it. You can't continue to ignore it.
No.
You have to fix it.
Right. So that's the